Now when so in the metal electronic spectra, okay, so in the metal electronic spectra, what do we see? What we have seen, like when we consider like the F term and the P term, suppose for D3 configuration, like this splits, okay, and this splits like this, isn't it? So this was like A2G, this is T2G, this is T1G, this is T1G. So you can see when there is no ligand, so basically the energy gap between these terms, so these are called like Russell-Sundar terms, so this much. But when the ligand approaches them, so the gap decreases, so means the inter-electron repulsion decreases. That's why they came close together. Okay, so that's, so from this neoplastic effect, that is basically represented by beta, so beta arises. Okay, so actually this beta uh, measures the inter-electron repulsion between the Russell-Sundar terms, between the metal electron clouds. Okay, now suppose there is a free metal atom having, suppose we are considering chromium 3 plus. Okay, now here is the D3 electrons, so only these 3 electrons can be delocalized in this d orbital of the metal. But now if we have given that chromium is Cn whole 6, okay, 3 minus, now these 3 electron also can be localized on this sulfur atom, because sulfur has vacant d orbital, so these electrons can be delocalized on this sulfur atom. So what will happen, the inter electronic repulsion between them will decrease. You understood? So means when there was no ligand, the repulsion was like this. But when there is a ligand, so they actually basically diffuse between the ligand and metal. So they get more space, expressed by a expression, that is the B of complex, B in complex form, and the B in free form. Okay, free ion, or in the gaseous state we can say. So what is B? So B is basically a Raka parameter. So B is basically Raka parameter, and what it measures, it generally measures the inter-electron repulsion between the terms. So what happens? So now you can see the repulsion between the terms is more in the free ion. What we have learned, like the free ion, there more repulsion is there. So this will be always greater than the B complex ion. So beta will always be less than equal to 1. So the thing is that when the ligands can accommodate more electrons, or the ligands have vacant orbitals to accommodate electrons, then the B value will decrease more, and the corresponding beta will also decrease. So the metal and the ligand both have effects on the B. Okay, okay. So now to see, suppose we are considering only metal ion from vanadium, um, um, how the B value will be ordered. So in the free form, so as the electron number of electron increases, so in number around amount of repulsion in the electronic repulsion will increase. So they have the high B value. So this is the order of B value. Okay. So B value will increase. Now if we consider iron, ruthenium, and osmium, so what will happen? They have the same number of electrons, d6, but what happens that here it is 3d, here it is 4d, and here it is 5d. So as the we are going down the group, so the size of the d orbital becomes more diffuse, so the electronic repulsion diminishes. So the B value will be in this order. So these are all in free form. Okay, free form. No ligands are there. So these are the B of free ion. Okay, understood? Okay. Electron cloud. Okay, and this is the ligand. Okay, And there is another consideration. So this is the metal and this is the ligand. So now in between the electrons are there. So you see in this case electron has less chance to delocalize, but here it is has more chance to delocalize over there. So in this case the electron repulsion will decrease. So for this ligand the B value will be less. Understood? So which kind of ligands are there? So this can be HCl minus, I minus. So and this will be A minus, H2O. Okay. Only symmetric orbitals are there by B free ion. Okay, free. So suppose there are ligands. So which ligand is hard in model? So you can see the F minus is less polarizable. So F, for F the complex will be more or less more ionic. So beta will be in high value. Okay. So they are maybe comparable. So it will be very close to 1. So beta has very high value. Suppose this will be Cl minus, then what happen? Then beta complex, the repulsion in the complex form will diminishes more. So beta will be very less than 1. Understood? Okay. Now don't one more thing that don't mislead. This is misleading that the spectrochemical series. Okay, now spectrochemical series and the Naphylextic series, they are actually totally different. This actually gives the idea how the sigma donation about the splitting. So what happens that there are the F minus is the weak field ligand and like CO, Cl minus, they are the strong field ligands. Okay, so that's why these are there. But here for beta value F minus has the highest value because F is less polarizable and cannot accommodate more number of electrons. So basically Navier-Stokes effect gives us the idea of covalency. So if a complex is totally ionic, then what happen? Like they remain as 6 plus and 6 L minus. So actually they cannot share the electron. But if this is covalent, so this electron will be delocalized on the metal and the metal electron will be delocalized on the ligand. So that is it incorporate the covalency in the metal ligand complex. So understood now? From this series we can know how much covalency is there. Okay, suppose if you consider F minus, so means the complex is more ionic. If you consider Cl minus or I minus or HCl minus, then the complex is more covalent. Okay.